A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Newsline. The pleasure is, as always, is mine to have you on board. I am Claire Adelabu Abdul Razak. Tonight, a manifest is filled with stories that may stir a little turbulence of emotion, offer a few smooth landings of hope, and maybe even spring a surprise or two. But there are also some stories that will make you wonder how someone could lie in a hospital bed forgotten for years. Hmm. Now, others will explore how vows like, the I do till death do us part, that kind of thing, sometimes hit turbulence midair. And speaking of vows, nothing equals devotion quite like music, and it keeps its promises long after the band stops playing. Every old school tune still whispers, I still do, across time and memory. So if you love those timeless old melodies, that makes two of us, because somehow they outfly even time itself. So our flight path tonight will glide through emotions, events, and encounters that tell our collective story. Always reaching, always rising, because in every corner of this country called Nigeria, something remarkable is happening. Sometimes quietly, sometimes in full view. And who knows, one of tonight's stories may have unfolded just around your neighborhood. So whether you're watching under city lights in Abuja or from the quiet corners of your living room in the States, get ready. This is flight 009 p.m. from the network service of the NTA here in Abuja, about to take off. Seatbelts fastened? Let's begin. Our first stop, the news segment, coming up in just a moment. And President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Rome, the capital of Italy, for the Akweba Process Heads of State and Government level meeting, with special focus on the security crisis in West Africa. The presidential airplane landed at the Rome Fiumicino International Airport at approximately 7:20 local time this Sunday evening. The meeting, which will begin on Tuesday, is scheduled to bring together heads of state and governments, senior intelligence and military officials from African countries, and representatives of intergovernmental and non-governmental organizations to discuss the evolving security challenges in West Africa. The Akweba Process Meeting, a counter-terrorism initiative, was launched by King Abdullah II of Jordan in 2015. It is co-chaired by the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan and the Italian government. This edition recognizes the complex security challenges confronting West Africa, including the expansion of terrorist networks, the growing crime-terror nexus, and the increasing overlap between land-based terrorism in the Sahel and the maritime piracy in the Gulf of Guinea. The meeting will discuss ideas on how to coordinate efforts to counter terror, combat online radicalization, and disrupt digital networks that facilitate terrorism propaganda and recruitment. Now, in a statement, the Presidential Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nonuga, stated that in addition to attending the plenary sessions of the Akweba meeting, President Tinubu will hold bilateral talks with other leaders to explore ways of addressing the rising security challenges across the sub-region. And back home, Olayemi Cardoso, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, will lead Nigeria's delegation to the World Bank and International Monetary Fund annual meeting in Washington, D.C., which opens on Monday, October 13th. Cardoso, as the alternate governor, replaces the Minister of Finance and coordinating Minister of Economy, Wale Edun, who is indisposed. The Nigerian team will also comprise the Minister of State for Finance, Doris Uzoka Anete. According to the World Bank, the elements of the annual meetings include Development Committee plenary session, which will hold on October 16, and the International Monetary and Financial Committee meetings on October the 17th. Other events include regional briefings, press conferences, and fora focused on international development, the global economy, and financial markets. Minister of Education Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa has reaffirmed federal government's commitment to constructive engagement with the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, towards a sustainable resolution of all outstanding issues in the university system, emphasizing that the government has shown its sincerity and goodwill in addressing most of ASU's concerns, including increased teaching allowances and improved conditions of matters, he notes, fall under the jurisdiction of the newly reconstituted University Governing Councils. The minister expresses disappointment that despite the government's meeting agreed deadlines and presenting its position, ASU opted for industrial action rather than continuing dialogue, describing it as unfair to students and the public, especially given the government's demonstrable efforts to ensure stability in the education sector. Reiterating the federal government's commitment under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the ministers maintained that dialogue remains the best path to resolving disputes. Alausa reminds the public that the no work, no pay policy remains an extant labor law and will guide government action should academic activities be disrupted. The ministers assure students, parents and stakeholders of government's dedication to maintaining industrial harmony and safeguarding the academic calendar. They urge ASU to return to the dialogue table in the best interest of students and the nation's higher education system. And the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has directed all its chapters nationwide to commence a 2-week warning strike from midnight, Monday, October the 13th, 2025, following the expiration of a 14-day ultimatum issued to the federal government. ASU President Professor Chris Piuna announced this at an emergency press briefing in Abuja on Sunday. He said the decision became necessary due to the government's failure to address critical issues affecting the university system, despite repeated engagements and assurances. The union could no longer bear endless appeals without tangible outcomes. And the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPC, Foundation has continued to strengthen livelihood of rural farmers through bold initiatives that embodies hope, resilience and sustainability. More than 15,000 smallholder farmers nationwide have so far been trained in climate-smart agriculture under the Foundation's Vulnerable Farmers Training Program, with over 4,000 from the Northeast benefiting. Joseph Zana Gambo reports.
Over 2,000 smallholder farmers drawn from Gombe, Adamawa and Taraba State in the Northeast region participated in a 2-day training on climate-smart agriculture under the Vulnerable Farmers Training Program of the NNPC Foundation. The initiative is aimed at equipping farmers with improved planting techniques, access to market, packaging and marketing strategies to boost resilience, sustainability and food security.
The aim of this is to ensure that they are empowered, they have the training on modern tools, on both soil science and how to treat, different ways that they can do the farming to ensure that food security.
We are very excited. Our presence here, you have shown how excited we are.
The future commitment of the foundation will depend on our performance.
Certificates were presented to participants, among whom was the physically challenged, gifted 1 carton of liquid fertilizer as a mark of encouragement from the Gombe State government.
Really, this training is one of its kind. I've never seen a training like this. It's just a 2-day program, but it was filled with a lot of activities.
It has impacted us a lot about the new techniques involved in farming.
The event marked the closing ceremony of the first phase of the NNPC Foundation training for 15,000 vulnerable farmers across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. In Gombe, Joseph Zanagambo, NTA News.
And in line with the federal government's drive to strengthen digital governance and improve service delivery across sectors, Nigeria's digital backbone, Galaxy Backbone, is taking a fresh look at the quality of its services as it supports both government and private establishments. Tim Dimma Ndubisi reports that the agency engaged its collaborative partners to chart a new course towards more effective and satisfactory service delivery.
Ministries, departments, agencies of government are rapidly transiting from analog to digital in alignment with the federal government's push for full digital transformation. One of government entities providing internet connectivity, cloud services and cybersecurity applications is the Galaxy Backbone. Setting a new tone on delivering quality service, the organization is deepening collaboration with government and private agencies, identifying service gaps and working to deliver faster, more reliable and secure digital solutions that support the nation's growing e-governance vision.
I want us to see this week as the start of a new path, a path where you are not just recipients of service, but partners in progress.
We are expected to be the sole control, to be in sole control of all our data in the public sector.
It's all about delivering on the federal government's mandate of driving a digitally connected Nigeria, where technology enhances governance, efficiency, and service delivery. In Abuja, Chimdemma Ndubisi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, stakeholders in the health sector converged in Abuja to brainstorm on ways to enhance local manufacturing and the supply chain for malaria commodities in Nigeria. Now, the event was organized by PVAC and the National Malaria Elimination Program in collaboration with other partners. At the workshop, the national coordinator of the Presidential Initiative on Unlocking Healthcare Value Chain, Dr. Abu Mukhtar, outlined the initiative's mandate to increase locally manufactured healthcare products. He notes that Nigeria currently imports nearly 99% of test kits, 100% of vaccines, and 70 to 80% of generic medicines.
To really seriously address the issue of local manufacturing of malaria healthcare products.
Nigeria will have about 30 million children every year. That alone is a huge market for vaccines. So why can't we produce it? It has been demonstrated in the petroleum sector that it can be done.
We approved R21 malaria vaccine in 2022. Ghana did it first, approval from Serum Institute of India. We were supposed to be the first, but it happens we were the second. My challenge is, where is the vaccine manufacturing now? Can we do it? We have been manufacturing vaccines since 1924, veterinary vaccine.
And a 3-day stakeholders workshop attended by key players in the healthcare sector. And medical experts insist that scaling up mental wellness initiatives involves strategies to broaden access to care, enhance impact, and sustain efforts to promote mental health. This was echoed when mental health experts at the National Hospital Abuja took a wellness campaign train to markets to sensitize residents on the dangers of not paying attention to mental stability.
Available, but are accessible and are equitable to all.
We have drug abuse, we have substance use disorder, we also have PTSD, we also have people from abnormal breath, we also have people that are doing gambling and other, they are all mental illness.
Highlighting stress, financial instability, overthinking and poor diet as risk factors, they recommend regular exercises, engaging communities to heighten awareness and reduce stigma, as well as leveraging teletherapy to increase access to care. And the remains of former governor of Kwara State and one-time Minister of Communications, Chief Cornelius Olatunji Adebayo, have been laid to rest at his country home in Okunigbe in Kwara State. Shala Wahid reports that the funeral service was attended by dignitaries from all walks of life, including the Kwara State Governor, Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak, former Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed, and President of the Senate of the 8th Assembly, Dr. Olubukola Saraki, as well as a host of other prominent people.
With a commendation service at the banquet hall of the Kwara State government had various sympathizers describing the deceased as an upright man who was demoralized and a lover of humanity. At his hometown in Okeonigbi, sympathizers converged on All Saints Anglican Church to bid the late icon farewell to the world beyond. In his message, the Archbishop of Kwara Diocese, Most Reverend Israel Amau, noted that no matter how rich and influential one is, death is the end. Thereafter, his body was committed to Mother Earth at the Okeonigbi Cemetery, where the Bishop of Igumina Diocese, Right Reverend Emmanuel Adekola, led other men of God and family members in the burial rites. Guests were later treated to a reception where there was lot to eat and drink. For Segun Adebayo and other children of the deceased, the demise of their father has created a vacuum which will be very difficult to fill.
I got to learn a lot of things from this great man. I'll miss the love.
He was a very, very fair man, and he embraced everyone that he came across.
Guests at the funeral service also described late Cornelius Adebayo as an upright man whose legacies will continue to linger on for a long time.
He was a wonderful man, a statesman, a man who meant so much to us, especially we in Kwara South.
We'll continue to remember him for the great contributions that he did to Kwara State and indeed Nigeria at large.
A pragmatic politician and somebody who has given a very good account of himself.
Late Cornelius Olatunji Adebayo, popularly called CO, was a former senator, Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1979, governor of Kwara State in 1983, and a one-time minister of communications. He is survived by children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He died on June 25 at the age of 84.
All right, let's quickly bring in Bade Adeleye for sports updates. Bade, we're glad to have the Eagles in Uyo Antwi for Tuesday's match.
Quite interesting to, have them after what happened, yesterday evening. But, they returned to the country earlier today and they are very much ready to prosecute Tuesday's encounter.
I hope so. We'll just keep our fingers crossed.
Until the last day. Right, welcome to sports. Following the arrival in New York on Sunday morning, having had a forced stopover in Angola due to a mid-air challenge, Nigeria's Super Eagles resumed training Sunday evening. All players in camp participated in the training session, which was coordinated by head coach Eric Charlie alongside members of his technical crew. 13 African champions plot the downfall of the Cheetahs of Benin Republic in the make-or-break 2026 World Cup qualifier on Tuesday. The team will have their final training session on Monday at 6:30 in the evening. And of course, when it comes to the playoff tournament, let's let you know that the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has confirmed the playoff tournament for the top 4 second-place teams in the African qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be held in Morocco from November 13 to 16. CAF says the highest-ranked team in the yet-to-be-released October FIFA rankings will meet the least-ranked semi-final with the second and third facing off. The winners of the semi-finals will now meet in the final to determine Africa's sole representative to the intercontinental playoffs. And of course, in other qualifying matches going on at the moment, Ghana's Black Stars are on the verge of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup from Group I. Their nearest challengers, Madagascar, currently trail Mali, with the Ghanaians up against Morocco, Comoros, and of course, three others are currently live, with 2 decided already. Niger earlier recorded a 1-0 win away to Zambia, while Chad ended their campaign on a losing note as they fell 2-3 at home to Central African Republic. Let's return home now and talk the Nigeria Premier Football League, as Nasarawa United maintained their lead in the Nigeria Premier Football League with a 2-1 home win over Rangers of Enugu in a wicket encounter. And of course, the Abia Warriors defeated Okanemi Warriors 2-0 to move second, with Enyimba dropping to third after losing 1-0 away to Kun Khalifat, while Katsina United hammered Remo Stars 3-1. In other results, Warri Wolves and Niger Tornadoes played 1-1. Plateau United beat Barao FC 2-0 in Jos. It ended 1-1 between Wiki Tourist and Kwara United, while Ikorodu City got a slim 1-0 win over Bendel Insurance. The last match of March the 8th will be played on Monday between Rivers United and Bayelsa United. That does it on Sports Tonight. Let's return to Claire.
Thank you, Bade, and the way you're ending, Sports Update tonight. I hope we can confidently, come back and say congratulations on Tuesday.
Hopefully, Claire. Hopefully.
All right, let's be optimistic and patriotic. Thank you, Bade. Thank you. All right, let's check the weather forecast for Monday. All right, sorry about that. We don't have weather around. Let's take a break, and when we come back, you know what happens.
The Association of Chairmen of Local Government Service Commissions of Nigeria holds a 3-day national summit. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Loki Aidatua, Executive Governor Ondo State. Theme: Strengthening Local Government Best Practice for Strategic Leadership. Date: 14th to 16th October 2025. Time: 9 a.m. daily. Venue: Maryam Babangida National Center for Women Development, Abuja. Announcer: Chief Simon Tangni, Chairman, Organizing Committee.
The future of energy is here and is made in Nigeria. The Rural Electrification Agency, REA, invites you to the Nigerian Renewable Energy Innovation Forum, a dynamic event championing local content, local manufacturing, and the federal government's bold Nigeria First policy. From groundbreaking innovations to strategic partnerships, NREIF 2025 will unite local talent, original equipment manufacturers, policy makers, private sector players, and development partners, all powering Nigeria's clean energy future through Mr. President's forward-leaning policies. NREIF 2025 will be officially flagged off by Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON. Join us in Abuja at the Congress Hall, Transcorp Hilton Hotel, from the 14th to 15th of October 2025. NREIF 2025, facilitating the Nigeria First policy, securing the nation's renewable energy future.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
Ofala, the age-long heritage of the people of Onitsha. A day when tradition comes alive, with Glow showcasing this royal heritage to the world. On October 17th and 18th, it begins with the emergence of the Agbogidi in his majestic splendor. Every step is a declaration of renewed harmony. As the drums thunder, flutes vibrate, and prayers of peace are offered by the Obi. This year's festival begins with a youth carnival and an evening with Glow, featuring performances from the finest Southeast music maestros, the Ofala Festival, and the Royal Banquet. This is more than a festival. It is a reaffirmation of identity. Glow celebrates with all sons and daughters of Onitsha and the entire Igbo land as we take Ofala Onitsha to the world stage.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
Big day ahead.
delicious Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Back in 63, we landed Nigeria with nourishment, staying there. Every day. Now the nourishment.
Hola, La Familia. I enjoy the new tasty, creamy, and nourishing Fanyogo drinking yogurt. Contains vitamins D, E, B1, B12, and zinc. Fanyogo, original Nigeria yogurt.
The game is changing, consumers are winning, businesses are serving, every consumer needs.
Yes, every business must play fair and deliver what they promise. Never promise the world and deliver a village. FCCPC, promoting choice, ensuring fairness.
Welcome back to Newsline, and I call it Flight 009 p.m. on the network service of the NTA here in Abuja. So let's begin on a very beautiful note. You know, they may have left the stage, but their music still refuses to sign out. Music has been one of the powerful unifying force during Nigeria's independence in 1960, bridging our cultural and ethnic divides through rhythm and lyrics. Tonight on Newsline, Adiola Komiakere turns up the volume on how these legendary musicians and their timeless songs inspired unity, hope, and national pride, leaving a legacy that continues to remind us of the spirit of togetherness that marked our nation's birth.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land.
Nigeria's independence in 1960 was not only a political milestone but also a cultural rebirth, where music took center stage as one major part of the celebration. Musicians like Bobby Benson, Victor Olaiya, Cardinal Rex Lawson, and their contemporaries played huge roles in shaping the mood of the celebration, develop a collective national identity, giving the people the psychological strength and motivation to face harassment and brutality, building a sense of unity and shared purpose through their songs.
Saturday morning I went to my darling.
People like Olaiya, Ebenezer Obey, Dele Ojo, and some others sing something that will educate the whole country or the next coming generation.
Music then was the artist. The artist then was defined by his instrument, which are mostly guitar or trumpet. Today it's about beat, which mostly are generated, computer generated, and now it's AI.
The joy, the excitement that came with attainment of independence, of course, positively impacted nightlife.
The performance of Victor Olaiya brought a sense of national unity across ethnic lines, which was critical at independence. Bobby Benson often infused his songs with the theme of self-confidence and pride as a Nigerian, encouraging the youth to see themselves as part of a new future.
If you marry railway driver, I don't care. If you marry motor driver, I don't care.
For Cardinal Rex Lawson of the Kalabari Ijaw origin, he also used his songs to bridge ethnic divisions, singing in multiple Nigerian languages, making his music accessible to all. The songs of these legends of blessed memory no doubt captured the spirit of joy, freedom and anticipation that came with independence, a strong force that still resonates among the people and communities as one great nation. Happy Independence Anniversary, Nigeria.
Thank you, Diola. And of course, beyond the rhythm and the spotlight, there are also people, you know, who make music, some sort of music, not with instruments, but with resilience. Now, at just 31, a young man in Lokoja, Kogi State, turned what could have been a lifetime of dependence into a story of self-reliance and dignity. Now, our next report takes us into his world of grit and dignity, his world of hope, hard work, and self-resilience that challenges stereotypes and inspires others. Halima Babali, of course, compiled this story and is presented from our studios.
With just buckets of water and washcloths, Abubakar Ahmad, a physically challenged man with only one functional hand, earns a living by washing calibers of people, both small and mighty.
It's a friend that led me through the work. When I start, we were very impressed, and when I watched for somebody, the person that owns the car now came that, oh, his car, said I'm the one. He said, really, he was really impressed with the washing. And I started having my own personal customer.
Abubakar sources water himself from a nearby stream in doing his business. He simply created his own opportunity 10 years ago, not letting his physical limitations define him, but instead proving that his abilities far outweigh his physical challenge.
It depends on the kind of car. And they can wash any day market is, I can wash 10, 11, 12. But it depends on who I wash for. And the kind of person, maybe who is the person in person and see me while I'm walking, I'm washing the car. I feel like I said, okay, my money is 1.5 per car. Basically, okay, so it was okay. Because of your hard working and the way I see you, I'll give you 2,000, 3,000. It depends on the kind of person.
Despite facing daily challenges and not depending on others to survive, he tackles each obstacle with a bright smile and a positive attitude, which serves as a signature of his customer service.
Bring the car to encourage the young man. You can see this shows that are ability in disability, and that's why I say we patronize him to encourage him to do more.
You can find car here more than 10. Everybody, some people will come and park it and they will go, because as you park your car, you will come and pick it. Nothing will miss from your car. Nothing.
He has left all moral decadence of the society and decide to do what he's doing today to earn a living.
He takes his time to ensure every car is spotless, offering an excellent service, which has earned him a loyal base of customers who are more than happy to support his business.
I feel it's capable. I've experienced his service and I like his work.
When people say there is ability in disability, indeed Abubakar is an example of this adage, as his story is a testament of dedication, principle, courage and unwavering effort.
Now, our next story is about a hit and run. Let me start by asking you, how would you feel not seeing your sister, brother, wife, or even any relative or any loved one for over 3 years, not knowing whether he or she is alive or dead? That's a very painful reality. And a woman who was knocked down by a hit-and-run driver has been left unclaimed at the Asokoro General Hospital for over 2.5 years now. No one has come for her. And our correspondent, Hawa Gimba, went visiting.
Was found by the roadside unconscious, broken and alone. That was over 2 years ago. Since then, Grace, as she is fondly called by hospital staff, has remained at the Asokoro General Hospital, Abuja, a victim of a hit-and-run accident. For the doctors and nurses, Grace is now like a family and a constant reminder of how reckless driving can shatter lives in an instant. Yet, amid her pain, the compassion of these caregivers has kept hope alive.
By April now, she'll be 3 years on bed. She has been taken care of by the hospital. The nurses are the one caring for her, and the people that came around to cheer her up as a philanthropist, they give her money. That out of that money, we use the money to feed her.
In December 2024, the FCT Mandate Secretary for Women Affairs, Dr. Adedayo Benjamin Lani, visited the hospital, pledging government support.
We must commend the medical team from this hospital, because Grace, as the report states, was a hit-and-run victim, survivor from the AYA roundabout, where she was abandoned. And from that time of the accident, just shy of 3 years ago, when she was brought in here, there has been no one that has laid a claim to her, no family that has indicated they are missing an adult wife, mother, daughter, sister with a disability of being deaf.
Now, a small sign with smiling face hangs on the wall above her bed, a symbol of love and hope from those who refuse to give up on her. But doctors say she needs urgent intervention to regain her memory and possibly find her family after more than 2.5 years of silence. Still, Grace looks healthy, a testament to the dedication and humanity of the hospital staff who day after day care for her, not just as a patient, but as one of their own.
That's exactly what the hospital should be, a home, a place where, you can have comfort. All right, let's take another story. The 2025 NLNG Grant Award Night celebrated literature and science, and also was a moment of reflection and renewal as NLNG announces key reforms to its prestigious prize platforms and, of course, the UNRWA commemorative book, Voices of Our Leaders. Nigerian novelist Onyi Olugbile won the Nigeria Prize for Literature, while Okodere Anesudo took the award for literary criticism. Diana Ajali's report is also presented from our studios.
We present to you the Voices of Our Leaders, courtesy NLNG.
A landmark book chronicling the story of NLNG, reflecting on its past leaders and visionaries who set the tone for the celebration.
To who we are as a nation, and more importantly, who we can become. Yet, whilst we celebrate, we must also reflect on the work that is still ahead. Next year, a new prize will join our family. This is the Nigeria Prize for Creative Arts, with a focus on documentary film, and it will be open to Nigerians aged 18 to 35.
The Voices of Our Leaders recount how NLNG stands as a beacon of transparency, inclusion, and environmental responsibility.
And in consideration of technique, subject matter, thematic depth, and social relevance, the panel of judges and the advisory board have found Onyi Olugbile's Sonya as astounding.
The award aims to promote and celebrate excellence in the education sector among Nigerian and other writers from across the globe who are making impact with their literary works. And for the two winners of the Nigerian Prize for Literature and the Nigerian Prize Literary Criticism, Onyi Olugbile, a Nigerian author and cultural storyteller who went home with a sum of $100,000 with her novel titled Sonya, and a Nigerian critic Okudiri Anyesudu, who got $10,000. It is time to utilize the funds to ensure visible transformation.
This story is not just mine. It belongs to every African who has had to piece themselves together. This prize is not only an honor, it is a message.
I salute the Nigeria LNG for its immense investment in the life of the mind, the empowerment of art, fiction, critical thought, scientific inquiry, and the pursuit of excellence.
And the President as well has given a verbal approval to setting up a National Research Development Fund to support the creativity of Nigerians.
And our hope is that the winner will go on to do more literary works.
Since its inception, the prize has inspired the publications of more than 3,000 literary works, out of which 17 have emerged winning entries, earning the prestigious award.
All right, you're watching Newsline. If you've just joined us, we welcome you. But hold on, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to...
The only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Erisco tomato paste and products.
100% natural tomato. Namunde. Better food na correct.
Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Erisco tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
Supermalt has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Our people, our nation. Look how far we've come together in the past 65 years.
Growth and endless national possibilities.
Our fashion has become a global statement of our creativity.
Our culture and cuisine remains rich and diverse.
Our Afrobeats are the world's new anthem.
Today, more people are enjoying the benefits of a modern, connected life.
Financial inclusion has brought prosperity closer to everyone.
Nigerian talents are setting global standards, from the boardroom to sports fields, arts, education.
Indeed, we've come a long way. As we mark our 65th Independence Day anniversary, we at MTN Nigeria are proud to celebrate with you. Happy Independence Day.
My mama no lie, oh. Food way sweet, na money kill and plus everything combined, oh. Everything combined, oh. Ogbonge just the arrive, oh. She tell me say na Devon King, so yeah, all she dey use fry, oh. Yeah. Now why the jollof it dey sweet like this? The chicken it dey crisp like this. Fry the plantain.
Introducing the new Devon King's Soya Vegetable Oil, available in stores near you.
My people, toilets have stains which bleach cannot clean effectively. But Harpic is thicker and sticks better, which gives 10x better cleaning, faster bleach, and kills germs. Oh, wow. You cannot say that Harpic is better than
Nivea Black and White Deodorant, now with 72-hour protection. But what does that mean? 3 cities in 3 days, and no fear of sweat and odor. 120 dances, with skin as smooth as the moon. Sweat, stain, and odor protection. Nivea Black and White Deodorant. Skin is for embracing life. Nivea is for skin.
What food do you need?
Guys, food is ready.
To impress. What makes a true leader in the game? Is it being the first to start? For over a decade, one name has always led in front. That name is Bet Naija. Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One-Up, Bet Boom. Not just features, but unbeatable odds on over 300,000 live matches, but playing to win. Just another reason why Bet Naija is truly Nigeria's #1.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance. Smart Balance rice bran oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of Golden Terrace. Good food, no worries.
Welcome back to Newsline. Remember sometime a few weeks ago precisely, Newsline brought you a report on the grace and solemnity of Oba Adewolu Rashidi Ladoja's coronation as the new Olu Ibadan. Well, tonight we return to Ibadan, where tradition again meets celebration, and how that ancient city, of course, told her joy in the only language she really knows best, culture. Rafiat Animashan Badmos will be our guide.
Ibadan, known for how to tell her stories, not just with words, but with drums, dance and colors. And on this day, her story was told in grand style. Natural sound of drums, yes, the day Oba Adewolu Rashidi Ladoja was crowned. Ladoja Ogo, 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 Ogo. From the break of dawn, the city's heartbeat could be felt in every corner, with most streets lined with royal banners, and everywhere you turned, there was color, bold, radiant, unmistakably Ibadan.
I wish that his rain may be so. And I wish that the Ibadan people go from strength to strength.
The father of so many, he feeds a lot. He will want to do more at this age, that he acquired that throne, that highest throne.
Celebration featured traditional dances, music and color that showcased Ibadan's cultural heritage. Attendees gaily dressed in traditional outfits added color to the festive atmosphere as visitors turned out to honor the new Olubadan.
It's come a long way. We have been with him in industry. He's one of our own, and we are very, very proud to be associated with him.
His reign is going to be glorious, it's going to be peaceful, and there will be a lot of achievement under his reign.
The coronation, uniquely pomp, was described as a celebration that honors merit and legacy.
We are expecting that his reign will consolidate our chieftaincy system, which are really stood the test of time, but which we think can still be refined.
We see within a year, by God's grace, that Ibadan will be transformed to an Eldorado.
Traditional troops in their flamboyant attires fill the air with drum beats, a blend of pride, nostalgia, and joy.
It's a good glory for us. It's going to bring a lot of interest, business interest, development, happiness going to make Ibadan more famous.
And we believe that with the experience, the reach, the tentacle, the connection that he has all over the world, he will bring development to Ibadan land.
Kabiyesi is a well-known very good person.
Ibadan's coronations are always a spectacle of unity and a renewal of faith in tradition, patience, and in the power of culture that binds a people together.
And I love colors, I love culture, I love our tradition, rich and elegant. Thank you. Now, let's also bring you another hit. That's what our next story promises. But it's a hit that comes with pride and celebration. As one of Nigeria's oldest Emirates councils honored a distinguished son with a prestigious traditional title. You want to know who the cap fates? Let's turn to Mohammed Omar Ajenge for the highlights.
The mood at the Zazzau Emirate Palace is filled with excitement and pride. Something historic is about to happen. Yes, the Emirate honors one of its own, Nigeria's former Vice President Namadi Sambo, as he receives the rebirth title of Sardauna Zazzau.
This title was given to him by my predecessor, President Namri, in 2014. And when we came on board 5 years ago, we requested him to take on the title, because when he was given the title, he was still serving. And he obliged, to take it at this particular time, which everybody is very happy.
From across Nigeria and beyond, dignitaries, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, the Prime Minister of Niger Republic, and several governors gathered to witness the ceremony.
It is an occasion that has brought all his people together. We are so excited.
I'm thanking His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zazzau, for this honor bestowed on our leader, architect Muhammad Namadi Sambo. It is well deserved.
And I hope Allah will spare his life to do more and give him good health.
We thank Almighty Allah. You know, the title of Sardauna, it is not a small title. They are giving it to an icon.
This is a well-deserved honor given to him based on his past achievements.
It is a great honor, and His Excellency Sambo has done so much for so many people.
The new Sardauna mounts his horse amid cheers, a show of honor and unity from his people. Later, a celebration moves to his residence, where friends and family rejoice with songs and prayers. To the people of Zazzau, this is a reminder of leadership rooted in service, courage, and culture.
All right, next, the youth leader and activist Usman Baba Abubakar has added another feather to his cap, as he also was the band Sardauna of Hayendogo Samaru Zaria. The honor celebrates his dedication to peace building, youth empowerment, and community development. It is also described as a recognition of his service, humility, and leadership that inspires hope. Lawan Salau report is presented from our studios.
It is a big day in Hayendogo Samaru, where people from different places have gathered to celebrate one of their own. Usman Baba Abubakar, though just 40, he has made a strong mark in this community. As a public administrator, he has helped many people get jobs in public offices and work to keep the peace in this area. Because of his efforts, the community leader, Serkin Hayendogo Shehu Musa, has given him the title of Sardaunan Hayin Dogon Samaru, and this is the first time anyone here is receiving such a title in the community.
The interest of the masses at heart. During his school days, he has been an activist of the welfare of the student, and even after he graduated, he is still in the struggle.
I believe this is just the beginning. God is looking at somebody's mind and reward him.
He's a man of people and a man of honor. I will wish him this Sarauta they have given him for him to hold it to his people and honesty to it.
I can't even express how happy I am. And I want to especially thank the Emir of Hayin Dogo for considering me to this title of Sardauna Hayin Dogo.
A special dinner was held in his honor, where friends and colleagues came together to show their support and solidarity.
We are not surprised because he has paid his dues even during the university days. He has been contributing to the societal development.
Many believe this honor will inspire others to give back to their community and do more to help people.
Our next story is home to us. Attaining the age of 90 is not just a remarkable milestone, but especially when the celebrant is in good health and has a sound mind. Now, sailing through 9 decades and counting certainly calls for celebration, but most importantly, gratitude to God Almighty. This is how we can describe the mood of our first Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Engineer Vincent Ifeanyichukwu Bamidele Maduka, who just joined the League of Non-Nigerians. Now, his unique celebration attracted dignitaries from all walks of life, including, of course, like I said, the NTA family. Amaka Owo was there to do the needful for Newsline.
The celebration began with a Thanksgiving Mass that was well attended by family, friends and well-wishers. And for his exemplary leadership style, Engineer Vincent Maduka received an award from the church. The birthday celebration later snowballed into a grand reception to honor the distinguished Nigerian whose contribution cuts across the media space, engineering, the academia, among others. It was indeed a roll call of dignitaries from all facets of society as they gathered to celebrate a man simply described as the leader of leaders.
I'm happy that I have lived up till today to celebrate his 90th birthday.
The Delta State-born nonagenarian is a man of many firsts. He was the first Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority. His life and style of leadership has inspired several professionals across various fields of endeavor who extol the virtues of his quintessential professionalism. He is a media icon and a man of the people. The NTA family, made up of 3 past Directors General, including the celebrant, vibrant NTA alumni, made presentations to the celebrant.
Presenting to him a small token of appreciation, a card and a 70-inch smart TV.
We are very proud to associate with this event today to celebrate the godfather of Nigerian television, Engineer Vincent Maduka.
NTA is an organization that is built on integrity. So if you came to NTA to look for anything dubious, it was difficult to find because we started on a very good foundation.
A few months after his appointment, the first DG of NTA, I had just finished my NYSC and my letter of appointment was signed by him. So it's special And 39 years later, when I became the Director General of the NTA, he called me to congratulate me. And without asking, he promised to support me and to be there for me all the time.
Most of the lessons I learned from him, right, impacted my career all through, from broadcasting to banking.
Engineer Maduka is this. Look at him at night, he's still standing strong like the Iroko tree. No bending over, no pain. He's still very sound of mind. Who Engineer Maduka is, a man of integrity, standing by you for what is right.
He will call you, he will advise you. And when I got into politics, he was always there to say, Abike, either commend you or, hey, I want you to do this better. So he's always there. He's been a father to all of us. And then he set up the standards in broadcasting as we see today.
To me, he's one of the most intelligent, straight, upright individuals I know, a man of integrity.
For the celebrant and his wife, it is indeed a time of gratitude.
I feel good, and I feel very happy. Just live an honest life and work. I'm not saying work hard, work.
I pray that everybody lives to 90 and more in good health.
Engineer Vincent Ifeanyichukwu Bamidele Maduka was born on the 5th of October 1935. He rose to become a broadcaster and the first Director General of the NTA. He was the foundation president of Ugo of Ila Club and one-time president Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Wow. Such an overwhelming array of veteran broadcasters. Oh, Auntie. Such grace. Congratulations, Engineer Vincent Maduka. All right. At 75, Dr. Tunji Abayomi remains a symbol of courage, intellect, and service. Now, the Pro-Chancellor of Adekunle Ajasin University, Akungba Akoko, marks the milestone, reflecting on a lifetime of impact and integrity. Well-wishers, including former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, celebrated a man whose footprints in law, education, and public service continue to inspire many. Abiola Areyo tells us more.
Like a well-argued case that ends in victory, the story of Dr. Tunji Abayomi unfolds in chapters of grace, great, and greatness. As the renowned legal luminary marked his 75th birthday, the celebrations began on a note of culture and reflection with a live stage performance, an adaptation of William Shakespeare's Macbeth. This was followed by a dinner night where well-wishers gathered to honor a man whose life has been defined by law, learning, and leadership. It was an evening of tributes and nostalgia from former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who chaired the occasion, to Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa of Ondo State. Speakers celebrated Dr. Abayomi's unwavering commitment to truth, justice, and the rule of law.
He's a lawyer who will take it upon himself to make sure that justice is done.
He is a constitutional lawyer, human rights activist, a singer, a dancer, a writer, and someone who loves art so much.
Many described Dr. Tunji Abayomi as a voice of conscience and a mentor who has shaped lives within and beyond the courtroom.
He's a loving father. He takes care of his children and me as well. I love him.
Intelligent, very bright, highly creative, and is a man of many parts.
One of the things that have stood out to me is his work ethics.
74, 75.
The celebration reached its climax with a Thanksgiving service at his country home in Okeagbe Akoko, where the man of the moment, joined by family and friends, lifted his voice in gratitude. And as hymns of praise filled the air, Dr. Tunji Abayomi reflects on a life of purpose, urging the younger generation to build their dreams on the pillars of integrity, hard work, and service to humanity.
In my view, a society will be better off if we can justify both the means to the end as well as the end.
All right. President Bola Tinubu is also felicitating with his son, Seyi Tinubu, as he turns 40 years. In a letter, the president thanked Almighty God for the life and the man Seyi has become, as Seyi walks his path with focus, courage, and humility. The president says from an early age, Seyi has shown determination and a desire to create and lead as he turns ideas into institutions and challenges into opportunities, both in business and in service. And also, Seyi has shown that true success is not measured by wealth or power, but by the impact made and the lives touched. The president says the entire family is proud of Seyi for his devotion as a husband, father, and his commitment to making a difference. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Cadbury Hot Chocolate, crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury 3-in-1 Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Mom's Pride seasoning cubes, now available in Kayamia flavor. A perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kayamia, Mom's Pride Dadawa, and Mom's Pride beef flavor. Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
My mama no lie, yo. Food waste sweet, now money kill and plus everything combined, oh. Everything combined, oh. Ogbonge just the arrive, oh. She tell me say na Devon King, so yeah, all she dey use fry, oh. Yeah. Now why the jello sweet like this? The chicken in the crisp like this. Fry the plantain.
Introducing the new Devon King's soya vegetable oil, available in stores near you.
TerraCube. Joy. Unleash taste.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
And people, toilets have stains which bleach cannot clean effectively. But Harpic is thicker and sticks better, which gives 10x better cleaning, faster bleach, and kills germs. Oh, wow. You cannot say that Harpic is better than bleach.
The world needs moms. With a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can
can transform a frown into a smile, change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra Oil, pour pure love.
Nivea Black and White Deodorant, now with 72-hour protection. But what does that mean? 3 cities in 3 days and no fear of sweat and odor. 120 dances with skin as smooth as the moon. Sweat, stain and odor protection. Nivea Black and White Deodorant. Skin is for embracing life. Nivea is for skin.
What makes a true leader in the game? Is it being the first to start? For over a decade, one name has always led in front. That name is Bet Naija. Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Boom. Not just features, with unbeatable odds on over 300,000 live matches, but playing to win. Just another reason why Bet Naija is truly Nigeria's #1.
My mama no lie, yo. Food way sweet na money kill and plus everything combined, oh. Everything combined, oh. Ogbonge just the arrive, oh. She tell me say na Devon Kings, so yeah, oh, she dey use fry, oh. Yeah. Jollof it dey sweet like this, the chicken it dey crisp like this, fried the plantain.
Introducing the new Devon Kings Soya Vegetable Oil, available in stores near you.
Welcome back to Newsline. Now, love can find you anywhere, especially where you least expect it. But when it does, the feeling is simply magical. That's what they say. That was the story of Karina and Uchechukwu, whose journey of laughter, friendship, and commitment culminated in a beautiful union, blessed by family and well-wishers. For the Onoras and the Osayins, it was a day of pure joy. Ijoma Ugweke was there for Newsline.
Till death do us part were the words of Zarina and Uchechukwu as they exchanged marital vows in the presence of family and friends. After signing the dotted lines, the duo were declared husband and wife by the officiating minister, Most Reverend Fubara Manuel of the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria.
Be patient with God. Your family is not yours as such, it's a gift from God.
Promising her, just like I did during my vows, a life of staying in love with her and being who she needs me to be.
With the church service over, the event now shifted to a grand reception where guests were entertained with beautiful dance steps from the latest couple as they made their way to the hall.
4, ladies and gentlemen.
Parents and family members who were overwhelmed with joy also hit the dance floor with some amazing dance steps.
In a world where love is often defined by perfection, the story of Olubumi and Oladele breaks every stereotype, a beautiful reminder that true love knows no limits. Both are physically and mentally challenged, but they found in each other companionship, understanding, and joy. And their union, supported by family and caregivers, celebrated not just love, but also acceptance and hope for all. Yemisi Ajagun was there.
Love, they say, knows no boundaries. For Olubumi and Oladele, that love blossomed in an unlikely place, the Oluyole Cheshire home in Ibadan, where children and adults with special needs are cared for. Oladele, an orphan and the last of a family of 6, has lived at the home for over 20 years. His bride, Olubumi, has also been there for more than a decade. Both live with mild physical and speech challenges, but their joy on this special day spoke louder than words. Surrounded by friends, family, and the management of the home, who have been their greatest support, the couple sealed their love in a colorful traditional engagement ceremony. From the exchange of rings to the cutting of the cake, it was a celebration of love, resilience, and hope.
We lost our mother, daddy, over going to 30 years ago, and the boy has been with me. So I wish them happiness.
It's a wonderful day for me, my daughter, and my family. I'm very, very happy.
I'm happy to be alive to witness this very momentous occasion. My daughter has been here for the past 10 years, for a little over 10 years, and we thank God for the management.
Of children living with disability, that they should please, these children are not a disgrace, they are not shame to the parents. I mean, parents should care for them and take care of them and love them. And the family should still be with them, support them through the journey, and not just leave them alone.
With music filling the air, the couple danced joyfully as guests cheered proof of truly conquers all.
Indeed, a reminder that no matter the pain, no matter the loss, there is a reason for everything that happens. Let's talk marriage now. One seen as a lifelong union is increasingly coming under threat. As more couples part ways over issues many say could have been resolved. You know, what was once rare is now becoming common, leaving deep scars on children, families, and communities. Erica Ivy examines the ripple effects of divorce on the home and society.
Divorce is separation between married couple who, for some reasons such as conflicts, lack of commitment, infidelity, or domestic violence, decide to part ways. Research shows that divorced men and women suffer a greater level of emotional and psychological distress, which, if not checked, can result in public nuisance.
If you have children and you divorce, the impact will be much on those children, because those children will not be brought up well. They will not be well trained, because the children need the training of the mother and the training of the father.
But when it gets to an extent of maybe your life going, that should not do you part before you, so you must stay there and die.
Psychologists maintain that divorce hurts both parties and even more dangerous for the academic, behavioral, and psychological well-being of the children.
Of what could happen after marriage, let's use a woman for example. She begins to be afraid of the protection the man has afforded him over the years. You know, the man actually gives the woman a lot of financial protection, fiscal protection, protection from a whole lot of things. It gives some dignity too, especially in the African society. And then the problems that, the stigma that may come with the name a divorcee.
Some wife decided to divorce the husband, and also some husband, because of one thing or the other, they decided to divorce their wives, and this posed a serious threat, danger to the family, especially when they were having children.
The alarming rate of divorce in the society of recent has become a source of concern as people are wondering and asking these questions. What are the cultural and religious stand on divorce?
And so you must also have understanding of what marriage entails before you enter into it. It's for matured minds. A lot of persons, it depends on what you have in mind when you enter into marriage.
Yeah, basically I tell you, Islam permits, and I put that in inverted comma, open and close, permits it. This is one of the most hated things. I tell you, and for a summary, Islam does not encourage divorce, but permits it in extreme situations.
I believe that there's a role a father play, there's a role a mother play. It may not be noticed that contribute into the proper upbuilding, growth and personality development of the child that's growing up.
So in a toxic situation like that, we advise them to separate so that you can live and at least watch over your children.
Religious clerics in their submission opine that concerted efforts to teach family values and religious principles should be taken into consideration in order to check the menace of divorce in the family, community, and society at large.
For every girl walking into a classroom in Kano today, another stands by the roadside, trading to survive. But their dreams are the same: to learn, to grow, and to become. But their chances are certainly not. And that is the story of how opportunity, or the lack of it, shapes the destiny of the girl child. Fatima Sanusi sheds light on this.
And hopeful. For others, it is long uncertain and often discouraging. 13-year-old Rukaya boards a girl child school bus with her classmates, her backpack filled with books and her heart filled with dreams. Her school recently got new toilets and free transport, small changes that have made big difference. Confidently, she says, "I want to become a doctor."
Because I like to help girls like me and also females that do not want males to check them.
Not far away, Zainab, 14, balances a bucket of bean curd on her head. She poses as the same school bus rolls past, watching it fade into the distance, just like her dreams.
There is a special program which is a joint program between the state government and also the old banks, that is the Agile Adolescent Girls Education and Initiative also. I wanted to tell you that more than 30,000 girls were returned back to school through this project, and the government is doing all it can to make sure that our girl child get a proper education.
2 girls, 2 dreams, one lifted by opportunity, the other weighed down by circumstance. Their stories remind us that while progress has been made, true success will come only when every girl's dream finds its way back to the classroom.
All right, of course, at just 6, Yusuf Abdul Salam from Kwara State is redefining brilliance on the Scrabble board. The primary 2 pupil the state in national tournaments, beating much older opponents with ease. We have a report from our studios.
At an age where most children are just learning early childhood education, 6-year-old Yusuf Abdusalam, Kwara State, is already spelling his way into fame through Scrabble at the 8th National School Scrabble Tournament 2025. With over 180 competitors, Yusuf finished 4th, losing only to the eventual winner from Ogun State. He made history again at the National Youth Games in Asaba, winning gold and silver medals as the youngest medalist of the event.
I pick interest in Scrabble because my daddy is playing Scrabble. I want to become the best Scrabble player in the world.
Yusuf's passion began at age 4, watching his father, captain of the Kwara State Scrabble team, play at home with steady support. Defeated both his father and coach in local trials.
Scrabble has even made the academic so easier for him.
When you teach Yusuf a particular aspect of Scrabble that even adults might find difficult within the next 6 months, Yusuf will be able to capture and understand everything within months.
Impressed by his achievements, the Kwara State Sports Commission, led by Mrs. Yemisima Kojola, visited the school to celebrate and encourage him.
It's a good potential for Kwara State and for the family. When I saw that in Asaba, I was so impressed. So I have to a 6-year-old boy and got gold and silver for the state.
For a 6-year-old primary 1 student, and he's doing so well at that national level. If he continues like this, sky is the beginning for him.
For Yusuf, the journey has just begun. His story proves that talent, hard work, and passion can turn any child into a champion regardless of age.
All right, I remember when I was in Form 1, I also started well, you know, running 800 meters open. But here am I, what am I doing? Broadcasting. All right, it's time to guide Newsline Airways safely back to the runway. Flight 009 p.m. But before we power down and shut the engines for the night, here is my 2 couple piece. The day a blind man finally regains his sight, the first thing he lets go of is the walking stick that guided him all his life. Think about it. Have a good night, everyone.